is a 1985 JCM800 2205. This is the split channel, if you like, so a clean channel and a boost. If you know these amps, you'll know that they are a bit, well, many people prefer what preceded them, right? So the 2203s, the 2204s, the original, the JMPs and the early 800s were more that kind of classic Marshall circuit. The move to split channel, I think the that classic Marshall drive, it kind of lost a little bit, I think anyway. This is the first amp that they introduced diode clipping on, so I've always thought of these as a bit of a transition between the kind of classic JMP early 800 circuit before the Jubilees came out. Interestingly, the same number of gain stages between the clean channel and the dirty channel before it goes into the phase inverter. So Brad sent me this with basically an open slate on it. Just do whatever you like. So I've been tinkering away for a couple of weeks. Got it to what I think is it's going to be final state. Right, this thing's ready to ship back to Brad now. Quite a lot of changes, to be fair. The most notable kind of 2 or 3 is I took a gain stage off the clean channel and added it to the dirty channel, right? So that it kind of really needed it in my view, right? That dirty channel was a bit ratty and a bit thin, right? So it's really helped to fill it out. I've completely changed the diode clipping setup in it to be a bit more Jubilee like, and I've added variable depth and variable negative feedback, so like a response pot, both of those on the rear of the amp. So these things have like a DI output which is tapped off the phase inverter from memory, rather than, certainly not off the speaker jack as they're normally done. Brad told me he never used it, so I ripped that out and used the 2 holes on the back there without having to drill anything for new variable depth and response, negative feedback, right? Everything else on the front of the amp anyway is completely stock. Quite a lot of changes inside, as I've mentioned. So this thing, it sounds pretty good to me now, actually. I'll take through a couple of tones. So obviously got EMGs in this Les Paul. It's tuned down to D standard. So I don't know, this amp just, as the more I play with it, the more I was gravitating towards this guitar to try it with, because it's got quite kind of nice meat to it now. Got the gain here at about 7. Okay. Now these 2205s, right? The volume, again, this is a bit like the I mentioned this in a video about the Wizards. These are similar. These channel volumes are before the final gain stage in the circuit, right? So if you run the channel volume down and the global master up, you actually have less gain. Right, so this amp 100% sounds the best to me with this channel volume on the boost channel or the gain channel all the way up. Just crank it, right, 10, and then use your global master to adjust the overall volume, right? You can bring it back, of course. So just bring it back to 12 o'clock. I mean, it's not terrible, but it definitely fills out as you bring it up, right? So back up to all the way. These amps are also pretty bright when you get them. If you've played a 2205 before, you'll know that, well, pretty bright. So I had to did a bit in the circuit to just try and knock off some of the top end, change the EQ, the tone stack to some degree, and I've made a few changes in there. What I've actually got, I've got bass here on midday, and I've got the mids and treble back at about, it's about kind of 10 AM, I guess. It is a plate fed tone stack, not a cathode follower, so it's quite responsive actually, but it gets pretty harsh quite quickly, so I have found that you've got to have them back a little bit. What else? So it has a clean channel as well. As I said, I actually took one of the triodes, one of the gain stages, out of that clean channel and added it to the to the boost channel. But the clean's still okay actually. It's gets into plexi territory, and if you crank the volume up on this clean channel, you'll get some broken up tones. Not too bad actually. Just in terms of the negative feedback and the depth controls, which are here on the back, just to demonstrate, I'll actually bring the negative feedback all the way back, well, the response control all the way back, which actually means you've got negative feedback on maximum, and you'll hear the difference in the amp. It darkens up, right, much darker. As I wind it up, I wind it all the way, response all the way to max, and this has the least amount of negative feedback. So obviously much brighter and a bit more lively, so like anything, kind of in the middle there somewhere seems to be the sweet spot. Depth control, I think I've got it dialed in at about 10 AM, right? So if you want thump, there's plenty there. Anyway, Brad, hope you enjoy the amp, mate. It's come out pretty good, I think, and mate, she's ready to be shipped. Catch you guys later.